Welcome to day 7 of our 7-night Alaskan cruise on board the Celebrity Solstice. Today is our final day. It's a sea day, and we've been having a nice, very relaxing morning.
It has been relaxing. I was outside early this morning and there was no rain. I was really happy about that. I even walked the lap of the running track out there and it was really quiet.
Really quiet. Well, there was the time change this morning. We're back on Vancouver time, so people are a little tired today. So we actually went for breakfast, though, in the main dining room.
We did, yeah. It was quite good. We got seated by the window again. We were actually one of the first ones there, which is surprising.
We were there just around 8, but by 8:30, it was getting busy then.
Yeah.
So, but it was pretty quiet at 8.
So that's the Grand Epernay. Yeah, and there's some good stuff, but I think we ordered too much.
Oh, I totally did. I think I realized the cruise is coming to an end, and I'm like, okay, I need to order everything I want, which is probably not wise.
Well, they came around with all the pastries, so I had a Danish and a croissant.
Well, I had a Danish, and I had it's like the croissant, but with chocolate in the middle.
Yeah.
And their croissants and bakery items are amazing. They are so good.
Well, you ordered the Danish, and then she put a Danish on my plate as well, and I didn't even order it. But I wanted the croissant, so I ordered the croissant, and then I had 2.
So it's my fault. That was good.
So, coffee, orange juice, some good stuff. Then our breakfast appetizers.
Well, yeah, because I was like, okay, well, could be if I don't get up early enough tomorrow morning, my last chance to see what is their charcuterie plate, you know?
Yeah.
So that came, it was good. It had cheese and meat and some dried fruit and some nuts on there.
That was a lot bigger than I expected too.
Well, and you also forget how heavy cheese is. And so I was like, oh no, because I was actually pretty full after the charcuterie plate.
And I ordered yogurt. And that's very heavy yogurt. I quite like it. But just actually, sorry, back on your cheese.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cheese on this cruise.
Yeah.
Like lots of it in the buffet.
And a variety.
On all sorts of our...
They're generous with it.
Yeah, they're generous with the cheese. So.
They definitely are. Yeah. It was nice.
And then our main breakfast entrees, which ended up being huge as well.
I was actually glad this morning because I ordered 2 breakfast entrees and they combined it onto one plate when it came out, which I like because sometimes, you know, when they come out on big different plates, it looks didn't look as embarrassing. But anyways, I ordered the eggs Benedict because their eggs Benny on here is really good, and every time I've had it in the main dining room, the egg yolks are perfection. They're runny and they're vibrant orange. It was good. And then I also ordered the Belgian waffles because I like Belgian waffles, and some bacon. It was good.
Yeah, and I ordered the omelet. So there's some that are pre-designed on there, but you can also do a custom one. Now, I don't think I got my omelet. There was spinach on it. I don't mind spinach, but I usually don't get it on an omelet, so someone else got my omelet.
Because yours was pretty much a meat and cheesy loaded one, wasn't it?
Not the one I ordered.
Yeah.
Not the one I got.
Someone else was getting a surprise.
Heavy veggie. It was still good. Yeah. And then I also ordered the Belgian waffles and some sausage and hash brown. Now, I want to say, make sure you ask for the whipping cream and kind of jam for the waffles. The one time they came automatically, and this time they didn't. So.
And that's a game changer with the waffles. When you add that whipping cream and jam, and of course they bring syrup and stuff, but it takes it just from like waffles to like
waffles.
Dessert. Yeah. I mean, that's why I ordered the waffles, was for the whipping cream and fruit.
So, just a lovely time there. We actually went and got some coffee and brought it over to the Sky Lounge as well. I do, again, appreciate the paper cups they have in the buffet, so you can kind of take them to go, which
makes it easy.
The coffee's really hot, so they've even got sleeves, so it's nice.
It was nice.
Good views in there. We sat in there for a little while.
It was nice.
Yeah.
And then we came back down to the cabin, and I fell back asleep. Like, I'm like a baby that just had some food and out cold.
It's like Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah. So now I'm not sure if this is like the beginning of a day again. I'm pretty sure I slept pretty hard.
Yeah. So there's lots going on the ship today, all sorts of events, and just
activities,
stuff to explore. So we're gonna head out and enjoy what the solstice has to offer. Ping pong.
Oh.
We're racing other ships here. I believe that's the Serenade of the Seas.
I think so.
And
Is that the Westerdam?
I think the Westerdam, that was apparently going to Vancouver as well, so on a one-way. Then off behind the Serenade, there's a ship heading north. Mysterious ship heading north to Alaska. Hot chocolate?
Yeah. Why not, hey?
Beautiful aft views today. How was the hot chocolate?
It was really good.
That was a really good hot chocolate.
Good.
I really like the back here. You know what? This spot right there is my favorite selfie spot.
The little drop down area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this platform here. Great for views. And great for selfies. Those are cool.
Hello.
Fancy bedazzled.
I know, I think it'd be fun to make.
Bears and moose. 2 for $35. Snacks in the duty-free shop. And if you need any pills or toiletries, they've got those here as well. Gelato.
Yes, we're having our gelato. We're gonna have a salted caramel.
Salted caramel. How is it?
I haven't tried it yet. There's a lot of caramel in it. It's good.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm. It's rich, hey?
Yeah. There was some orcas.
I think at least 5.
Did you get any footage?
I think so, but I was so excited. I couldn't even find my phone. It was in my hands, and then I was on camera mode and not video mode. But I think I got some very shaky
They
footage.
dove right beside the ship, so it was really
Amazing.
short period that we could see them. We're right by the north tip of Vancouver Island right now.
This afternoon ended up being a lot more eventful than I was expecting. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was pretty busy. We actually jumped down to the Grand Foyer, and there was a matinee show of the Dueling pianos.
Yeah, it was at 2:15. We went about half an hour early. At that time, there was still a lot of seats.
Yeah.
To get in to see this earlier in the week has been pretty busy, so it was nice to catch them earlier.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, and so they set up kind of like just normal seating in the Grand Foyer. There was lots of standing room as well. So if you didn't mind standing, there was lots of space.
Plus all the music, if you're up in the coffee shop, it was being projected through that area, so it was really nice. A lot of people could hear.
Yeah, yeah.
It was good.
So we also popped over to the parlor, which is kind of the
Sports bar,
but it's full of games, and we haven't spent a lot of time in there. It's been really busy this week, but we played some of the free games in there. There's the tabletop shuffleboard, and you know what? I really appreciate that was free on here.
That was fun.
Yeah, and they had skee ball as well. Free, yes.
Which was great. That was fun. It's been a pretty busy place, so it's been a little tricky to get in there to play, but that was a lot of fun.
And I think you wiped the floor of me on both games.
Maybe it was beginner's luck. Plus, if you like board games, they have one of the biggest collections I've ever seen of board games. It was really
Tons
impressive.
of board games. There's even a little arcade game in there, a pool table.
Yeah.
Lots going on.
A lot. Really fun space. From there, we went up to the upper deck, though, and it was just taking in the views. It is so pretty.
Yeah, we're going through the inside passage, and the mountains out there are gorgeous. and we actually saw a humpback whale.
We did.
Yeah, so.
And we weren't even looking for it, but when you see a group of people looking over the edge, all pointing, you're like, oh no, where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was
it's
cool to
beautiful right in front of like an island there as we went past.
We saw orcas and humpbacks today.
Yes.
That's really,
really
special.
And then, of course, more coffee time. Sat at the aft, just enjoying the views this afternoon. It's one of those areas where if the weather's good like today, make sure just to take in the views because it's gorgeous through here.
And we're sailing pretty slow.
Yeah.
Actually, you can see all the cruise ships are kind of lined up in a row going through this narrow section.
Yeah, I think there's 3 of us kind of following each other through here, so it's really a neat experience for sure. This evening, we've got another show and dinner, so still lots happening.
A lot to go on today.
Yeah, so we're ready for that, so we're going to head out. So before heading into the show, we stepped outside on the promenade deck and just to look at the views and take some selfies. Does anyone else take selfies? I don't know why we do this.
I don't know, it's become a tradition.
I try to take a selfie of myself with Andrea taking a selfie. Anyway.
It's a silly thing we do.
Yeah. Show and then dinner. There was actually a little party in there as well. Yeah,
So before the show tonight, though, at 6:50 and 8:50 was the Solstice Captain, Officers and Crew Farewell.
Yeah.
And it was a big thing.
It was.
So it started with the cruise director, Rich. He was talking about the captain and brought the captain out. And then they brought a large percentage of the staff through the theater.
I feel like that was way more staff than we've seen on any other cruise.
Yeah.
Going through. They didn't pull them up on stage. There were so many. They just paraded through like a ton of them.
Yeah.
Not all 1,100 or whatever it is, but
and I think they said there was 55 different nationalities on here working.
Yeah.
So it just shows, it's a testament of, everybody working together and the beauty of that.
So come early for the evening show on the last day and you can hear from the captain and just give some appreciation to all the staff. So it was good.
And then that went right into the main show tonight, Smoke Ivories. I was trying to think about how to describe this. I felt like it was a bit of a timepiece, kind of going for that, I'm going to guess, 1930s look. It was that kind of older bar with piano. Yeah,
the middle of the stage is a big piano, and one gentleman is basically playing it the whole show. And there's staircases going up the sides. There's live bands kind of off to the side, like they're not on the stage, but they're up in the corners of the room. And tap dancing, regular dancing. It was really
aerial arts.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you call it when you balance somebody up in the air.
Acrobatics kind of stuff. Yeah.
I thought it was a really fantastic show. And the live band makes such a big difference.
They actually made a point to point that out on the ship. And I would agree, like the live band does make a big difference. And I really appreciate that Celebrity still does that because you don't always see that.
And that's something you and I talked about even before it was brought up because we noticed. I love like when there's saxophone and trumpets and the brass band there. It just really adds to it.
Yeah, for sure. And again, I know I already mentioned the tap dancing. That was really cool as well.
Yeah, this wasn't a standard piano either because they were dancing on top of the piano.
Yeah, then multiple people at times.
Yeah.
So it must be reinforced somehow. I don't know.
It's a special piano. It was a very beautiful production though, from just all the different elements and the lights and yeah.
Even the acrobats at one point were kind of in the background in front of, was it the Earth or a moon? And it was like their silhouettes almost, even though it was live.
And it was absolutely beautiful to watch. And yet the singing was amazing too. The whole thing was just absolutely top notch.
Yeah, so really good. And the chandelier.
Yes.
So there's like the chandelier that came out and they were doing acrobats off that as well.
And then they would incorporate music that fit in with their props. It was great.
So, yeah. And then from there, so once that ended at 8 o'clock tonight, it is the 4th of July. So they had
a large party.
In the atrium area.
Yeah, the Grand Atrium.
Grand Atrium?
Grand Foyer.
Grand Foyer.
Grand Foyer.
So they actually brought in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So they're the singers from the other nights.
Yes, the guest singers.
Yeah, and they sang together out there.
Hayden had his saxophone and he was down in the crowd playing his saxophone.
Yeah.
There was an eagle in the crowd.
In a
eagle costume,
yeah.
not a real eagle.
Yeah, so it was a big celebration on here. I did notice they had a flag cake up in the buffet as well. So it was a fun day.
It was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was at 8. So our dinner was at 8:15. So we only stayed for the first 15-20 minutes or so. And went for dinner in the Grand Epernay. Man, these after a week you'd think you'd get them. This one has been tough.
At least you know the theater name.
That's true, the Solstice Theater. So, great dinner again.
And tonight, though, the chefs, make sure you know what the chef's special is. It is not on the menu.
Every night there was one, but we'll get to that. Let's do appetizers.
Okay, hold on. You're going to want to know.
So, appetizers.
Yeah.
So, for those counting along, Caesar salad.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Not 7 this week?
No. I enjoyed the Caesar salad this week, so that was what I had. What did you have?
I had the cream of broccoli soup with cheddar. It was good.
You had that before, too.
It's good.
Yeah. So, as you were saying, the main entrees, so every night there is a chef's special that's not on the menu. And I don't know if we've ordered it before tonight. Maybe not.
I have.
Oh, you have? I haven't. So, our waiter came up and said the chef's special was the filet mignon.
Yes.
With shrimp.
With shrimp, yes. Yeah, and so that came with, it had the carrots and the string green beans, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
Yeah.
And it was very good.
It was delicious.
Really good.
So always ask what the chef's special is. Highly recommended.
And then the other dish tonight that I was really tempted by, so I ordered it to share, was I think I'm saying this right, barole? Anyways, it's the braised beef short rib.
Which was very good. So we both had the chef special, the filet mignon, and then we shared this dish.
Yes. So that came with the creamy truffle polenta, which I thought was amazing. You thought it was mashed potatoes at first.
Yeah,
but
it was pretty good.
I like it. It's very cozy. And then there was quite a few carrots and peas on there, and then shiitake mushrooms.
I like the mushrooms. Well, I like the...
You're not a big peas fan.
I like the short ribs. For my liking, there was way too many peas. There was a lot of peas.
Well, we did have a lot of veggies between the two dishes.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Anyway, the dish was good. Too many peas.
And then there was a pause kind of in the dining experience where they also gave an opportunity to celebrate the staff that work in the dining and the kitchen.
Yeah, so they kind of did some...
Paraded through there again.
Paraded and some honoring of the staff, and everybody's waving their napkins around. It was a fun time.
It was, yeah.
Dessert. So dessert was delicious as well.
Yours looked good.
Mine was really good. It was called the apple tart tatin, I think. It had a Granny Smith apple puff pastry kind of thing with caramel sauce and vanilla ice cream. Now, the menu didn't say vanilla ice cream, but he said it did come with that, and it did. So yeah, it was delicious. I would definitely try it.
And I went for one more creme brulee, which was really good.
Yeah.
I find their creme brulee is not overly sweet, so it's nice.
Yeah. So,
really nice.
Yeah. Just a wonderful dinner,
I know.
for sure. So.
And now we have to because we're going to do self-disembark in the morning, so we haven't packed up yet. So we have our work to do.
If we were going to put our suitcases out in the hall, they had to be out by 10, but we're walking off in the morning, so we have to finish packing. Final thoughts on the week?
Yes.
And the ship?
Yeah, I always love cruising. I found this to be a very calm, mature cruise, very classy.
I said sophisticated, I think, at the beginning, and it still feel that way.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it, and just feels like a high value. Even I know there's things you can't guarantee, but even seeing whales today and it was just beautiful.
And the ship itself, sophisticated, but it's also, I know it just went through a dry dock. It's very clean and in good shape, and it feels quite modern even for the age.
Everything in our cabin feels new and works right.
Yeah.
And even when I walk down the hall, I'm like, the carpet feels really plush. Like I notice right away.
Yeah. So it's definitely been a good ship for us. And the cruise itself, even though despite a couple of days of rain, you make the best of it and you have fun.
Absolutely.
So great week here on the Solstice. I guess that winds it down for our Celebrity Solstice Alaska cruise. Make sure to hit that subscribe or follow button so you can join us on more adventures. We have more cruises coming up that we've already got booked, so we want to share those with you. And we'll leave it for that with our vlog series on the Solstice. Good night, everyone, and take care until the next video. Bye-bye.